Hi guys, welcome to Spirit Guided Oracle. Thank you for joining me. I'm here to do another general oracle reading. I'll be using the Sacred Forest Oracle. I hope everybody's doing okay, and thank you for joining me. Thank you for all your views. And I apologize for not posting a reading in a while. I hope you guys will forgive me. Anyways, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be doing another reading. I really am. And so let's shuffle this deck a little bit. The Sacred Forest Oracle. Okay, to get my collective's energy into the reading. It's been a while, so I'm going to be a little bit clumsy. The more you do it, the better you get at it. Anyhow, let's pull out something. Let's see what pops out. Let's see what your spirit guides and ancestors and guardian angels would like y'all to know. And I hope everybody's been doing okay. Keeping yourself prayed up. I know sometimes life throws us some hard balls, but our spirit guides and guardian angels and God usually come to our rescue. So, I pray that you guys are staying prayed up to whatever God that you pray to. Okay, let's see what we got. We have meandering pathway, flow. So go with the flow. Okay, and I'm also going to read Maple Spirit, generosity. Okay, that's a beautiful card. All right. So, this one over here says Spirit Guardian of Winter, retreat. So maybe we have to retreat sometimes, you know? Okay. And meandering pathway is number 24. So, and happy birthday to anybody whose birthday today is or has been a couple of weeks ago or since I've been gone, since I've not done a reading. Happy birthday. So it says meandering pathway, flow. As you saunter down the pathway, you are not sure what is around the next corner, but you are relishing the moment. You gaze at the interplay of light and dark of the leaves of the trees and inhale the fresh forest air. All is well. You know that you don't have to see your destination. That you don't have to see your destination. All that is required is to enjoy the journey. That's beautiful. When life presents you a meandering path rather than a straight shot to a goal, you can feel frustrated. You might bemoan the fact that the path seems aimless and roundabout and that you can't see what's ahead. On the other hand, you can just enjoy the voyage. If life right now seems to have some sinuous curves, bends, loops, and turns, don't despair. All is as it should be. This card is suggesting that you relinquish control to the path forward and just see where it takes you. You don't have to have all the answers to succeed. You don't need to know what tomorrow holds to have an outstanding future. Simply sit back and enjoy the ride. You'll get to exactly where you need to be for your highest good. The spirit of the meandering pathway says everything falls into place when you don't resist the flow of the meandering pathway of life. Allow the path to take you where you need to go. Don't hurry it or resist it. Simply let go, surrender, and enjoy the journey. Okay, and now I'm going to read Maple Spirit Generosity. Okay. I know I already showed it to you guys, and it's number 23. 23 and 24. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so number 23. And it says, beneath the large boughs of the maple tree, animals are invited to rest at any time. You might see a doe and her fawn curled in the midday shade. Squirrels scamper up the trunk and dash from limb to limb. A rabbit stops to sniff the air. Creatures large and small are drawn to take refuge in the maple's shade. What you give out comes back to you tenfold. There are times in life to receive, and there are times to provide love, services, and items to others. This card suggests that this is a time to give with your whole heart. Give without thinking of what you will gain in return. By doing this, you enter into the flow of the universe, and blessings will shower upon you. Maples are thought to be a very old species of trees. They are known to withstand environment changes and can survive and thrive in various climates. Some traditions believe that the maple lends strength and power to those around it. If you tap into the maple, you will find a sweet sap, which symbolically brings sweetness into your life. The spirit of the maple says, be open to receive the bounty of the universe. At the same time, be generous with others and with yourself. A warmth of spirit radiates from you. Wow. A warmth of spirit radiates from you. Share from your heart and receive with an open heart, and success will blossom. And this means share with the people who are good to you, okay? Not to the people who are not good to you. You know, it doesn't mean go and be with somebody that you know is gonna hurt you. Although at one time or another we all do that. You know, we've all been there. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't, but mostly it doesn't. So we've got wise counselor, unity with a spirituality-minded community. Ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. Wow. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. Ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. That is beautiful. And I believe it to be so true also. Okay, so I'll read that from the book here in a little bit. Let me see if we can shuffle out a few more, okay? Okay, let's see what messages we have. Your guardian angels and spirit guides would like y'all to know on this beautiful full moon that we have. Well, it's almost a full moon. It's not a full moon quite yet. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords, some kind of truth or clarity. And if the sword is pointing down, so maybe somebody's been lying to you. Somebody's been, you know, not being very truthful. Okay, let's see. And it says, brilliant ideas that may need refinement. Overcoming obstacles with faith that everything will work out. Communicate clearly and concisely. Remain objective. Yeah. So, let's see. And then we have a happy marriage, happily ever after, emotional contentment, a loving relationship with your children, raising children wisely and successfully, people you can trust. So maybe you're going through a time right now where you're, looking for a happily ever after with your children, or in a loving relationship with your children, or maybe you've got a partner. That's beautiful. And then, so that's the 10 of Cups. And then we've got sensitive, open-hearted, inexperienced, moody message regarding relationships, new emotional experience, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, and heightened psychic abilities. Yeah, when the moon is almost full moon, we do have heightened psychic abilities, but this card is the Page of Cups. So sensitive, being sensitive, open-hearted. You may be a little bit inexperienced in things that you go through sometimes, and you just have to roll with the punches. Moody. And then it says messages regarding relationships. Okay, so let's go ahead and read this. And at the bottom of the deck, I have the Two of Swords. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, follow your own heart rather than trying to make others happy, pretending there's no problem, overanalyzing a situation. Yeah, if you know that, you have to make a decision, but, making a decision is hard most of the times. So just follow your heart and do what you know is going to make you happy instead of trying to make other people happy. Because most of the time when you try to make other people happy, you're making yourself unhappy. And that's no way to live, So, and then over here we've got the Emperor in reversed. So this is a guy that's pretty, wants everything his way. In the reversed is not being, considerate. It says logic and organization will increase your success. Maybe it's somebody that's not being too logical and is not very organized. Take charge of the situation, accept a leadership role, structure and discipline. Doesn't have much structure and much discipline in the reversed. So, okay, let's see. So we're going to do Wise Counselor first. And that's a major arcana. That's the only one we have. And it says, no matter which spiritual language you choose, Archangel Sandalphon will act as your liaison to Source. His desire is to see that your prayers are heard and answered. While in this deck you have a kind and compassionate Emperor, that's not always the case with people in charge. Structure and discipline can turn into tyranny in the wrong hands. There's a need for spiritual teachers and leaders to provide a moral compass. The Wise Counselor card is about the belief systems that guide you on your path, bringing courage, self-respect, and peace. It's your connection with the divine. The Wise Counselor is also a duality card because it can reflect a need to adopt a traditional approach, or it might ask that you toss tradition out of the window and go your own way. Which aspect of the card is recommended depends on the other cards in the reading and your divine guidance and intuition. The Wise Counselor also reflects being in a community of like-minded people who support one another and locating a spiritual mentor or guide who can help you find your way. Additional meanings of this card says doing the right thing for the right reason, remaining true to your principles, respecting your elders or the lessons of the past, the power of prayer, the search for meaning in life, schools or spiritual institutions. Wow, that was beautiful. And let's come over here and look for Sandalphon And it says, is this you? I never feel like this is what you usually say, or what you sometimes say. It's asking you, is this you? I never feel like my prayers get answered. I pray and ask for my angel's help, but never seem to get any response. If that resonates for you, then let me introduce you to your new best friend. Archangel Sandalphon is said to be so tall that his feet are on the earth and his head is in heaven. Sandalphon is the postmaster of the archangels. When you feel as though your prayers aren't being heard or are being left unanswered, you can call upon him to personally carry prayers to God. Ask him for help seeing, hearing, and knowing what the answers to your prayers are. He's also the archangel associated with music, so musicians take heed. Sandalphon means brother together, and he appears in a turquoise color. Appears turquoise in color. That's beautiful. Okay, so let me do the Page of Swords. I'm stopping because I don't know if it's the ace. Here it is, the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Page of Air in this deck. I have a better idea, it says, you or your situation. It could be debated whether the Page of Air is the most challenging of all the court cards. If you identify with this page, then you are brilliant, perceptive, realistic, logical, truthful. Maybe too much, and blunt, definitely too much. And yours is a mind that races at 100 miles an hour. You may also be prone to unintentional rudeness. Well, usually it's unintentional. It says take charge with permission. Take charge without permission and asking way too many questions. Taking charge without permission and asking way too many questions. It says, is this you? It says, you can be both a dream come true and a nightmare for any project. Someone needs data analyzed? Oh, please, you can do that in your sleep. Someone needs to brainstorm something? There's never been anyone more insightful than you. The challenge starts when the data analysis comes with 3 hours of your thoughts on why the creator of the information was a moron. Exhaustion sets in for your listeners when the brainstorming turns into a resuscitation of the multitude of reasons why your way is the only way. Honestly, it's not intentional. The use of the word moron wasn't meant to be an insult. It was just meant to be, well, factual. The Page of Air represents the perfect metaphor wherein you want to shoot the messenger. I mean, like you really want to shoot him, but you can't, because his message was, well, frankly, it was brilliant. Okay, fine. It was a stroke of genius. Happy? This is where you get to see the page's smug face. This little message makes me want to laugh. It says, words of awareness. Entertain the idea that you really don't know everything, despite what you may think. Don't be mean. Think before you speak. Don't spread rumors. Stop being so paranoid. Know that there is such a thing as being too assertive. Honestly, if you ask one more question, and then it says, arg. Okay. Like, oh no, if you ask one more question, oh no. So the Ten of Cups. And I'm going to go ahead and let y'all see this, okay? Real quick, in case y'all want to read this on your own. Okay. I hope that was clear. Because I might have been a little off on my reading on that. I'm sorry. The Ten of Cups, the Ten of Water. This card predicts a harmonious time with your family. This may be peace that comes to your birth family, or it might be contentment that blesses your marriage and your own children. The feelings of deep love and mutual respect are powerful. These are genuine emotions that fill up your life with joy. Of course, those you call family could also be the beloved community you've chosen. Take the time to emotionally invest in the people most dear to you. And then it says, additional meanings of this card says a happy marriage, positive relationships with children, people you can trust, relationships that last, feeling content, raising children wisely. And the wisdom card says Archangel Jophiel is with you to help you clearly see all your blessings and all that you have to be grateful for. There's nothing more important in the world than to be blessed with people you love and who love you in return. And it showed the world, so I'm going to go ahead and read the major arcana, the world, because in the message it said the world, so it kind of means to read the world as well. It has a message in there for you guys. Archangel Jophiel is here to help you celebrate your amazing success. Rose petals rain down upon you as a reminder that you are a perfect child of the divine. Wholeness, completion, epiphany. These are words that describe the world card. It's a time of joyful peace or spiritual insight, so there are reasons to celebrate. Metaphorically, the world represents a life that has been brilliantly lived, but it can just as easily be a project you've successfully completed or the attainment of spiritual enlightenment. Imagine your guardian angels and all the archangels giving you a round of applause or jumping for joy on your behalf. You have the magic touch at this time, able to either repeat past happy experiences or create brand new ones. The choice is yours. However, in the meantime, add your own applause to the chorus of angels. Beautiful. It says bravo. Additional meanings of this card says total clarity, cosmic awareness, a journey that's now at a joyful end. That's beautiful. Great achievements, new beginnings, the freedom to go in any direction, and a sense of completion. Wow. Okay, so now the last one is going to be the Page of Cups. Where is it? Hold on, guys, 1 second. Okay, it says, the Page of Water. Let me know if you need a hug, you or your situation. This is you or your situation. Given that pages tend to be the first to get a glimpse of get a glimpse of something coming, and the suit of water is about emotion and intuition. You can probably take a wild guess at what's on its way. That's right, new emotional experiences. Most often this card indicates a new romantic relationship, but it can just as easily be an unusually close friendship or some other deeply emotional experience that conjures feelings of affection. If you're already in a relationship, watch for it to experience a resurgent or a move to the next level. That's beautiful. As the Page of Water, you embody everything you might remember about new love. You're excited but shy, innocent but optimistic, open-hearted but also afraid. Frankly, you're a hopeless romantic and you know it. As the Page of Water, you communicate the only way you know how, from the heart. If someone tries to talk to you from the intellect, you'll just look at them as though they're speaking in a foreign tongue, because to you, they are. If you give someone a hug, it will be so heartfelt that they'll be almost overwhelmed. This card can also indicate the beginning or expansion of intuitive gifts and psychic experiences. Pay attention to the messages you are receiving. And the words of awareness says, don't obsess over people. Try not to be so moody. Be cautious with your heart, lest you get hurt unnecessarily. Don't take everything personally. Don't always wait for someone to reach out to you first. Take an emotional risk. You might learn something. And other people, it says young or inexperienced, romantic, sweet, sensitive, discreet, giving, adoring, trustworthy, devoted, compassionate, moody, easily manipulated, jealous, naive, and gossipy. This is the type of person that a Page of Cups embodies, or, has the energy of. I know I said that wrong, but anyways, just go along with it like one of my tarot readers says. Just go along with it, all right? Additional meanings of this card says, I love when he says that. Additional meanings of this card says daydreaming, social invitations, but he says it a lot better than me. Just go along with it, all right? He says. Anyways, additional meanings of this card says daydreaming, social invitations, showing your feelings, love letters, confidential information, interpreting dreams, artistic projects, and cosmetic surgery. Sorry. Okay, guys. So that was that. Let me go ahead and get a message from your spirit guides. And I'm almost read all of my. They're so thick, sometimes I think there's two. Okay. And my squeaky chair. I apologize. Okay, so it says, Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion, and although your feelings tell you that you are never alone, and even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected, so better things can replace what you wouldn't have worked. So better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. You are never alone, and even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected, so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Wow. And yes, I read it twice. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you, we love you, and you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever. I don't know about you guys, but I love these spirit cards. I really, really do. The postcards from spirit. Wow, they're beautiful. So I'm just going to read from the top because I already shuffled them before. I guess I'll just read a couple and then I'll shuffle some more, okay, in case, for some of the people that like them to be shuffled out. Key, solution. So you have a solution. You've got the key. You have the key to what you need, to come to the right conclusion, come to the right answer. Like when you get the key to the car, hey, you could get in the car and take off and drive. You know what I mean? You've got the key. When you have the key to the house, you can open your house and get in your house. It's something that you have. You just have to tap into it, guys. You've got the key. You've got the intelligence. You're a genius. You're insightful. You have clarity. You're open. You have the liberty to lock or unlock. You're helpful. You're important. Or you will find helpful and important information, and pay attention. Okay? So, and this one's yarn. Complicated circumstances. Maybe you're going through a complicated circumstance, and everybody does. Just hold on and don't be too hard on yourself. Things will work out. They always do. If you go through things and then later on, things work out. You're like, golly, I stressed out for nothing. Everything turned out perfect. Complicated circumstance, string along. Maybe somebody's stringing you along. Don't let it happen. If you find out they're doing it, try to put a stop to it, because you'll be much better off. I promise you. I know it hurts at first, but like this postcard from the Spirit says, even when rejection happens, even when you get rejected, you are ultimately being protected so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. So we're trying to make something work out, collective, that wouldn't have worked in the first place. And your divine, the divine and your guardian angels and your ancestors, they have somebody better for you. Whether you believe it or not, there is someone better for you. If somebody rejects you, it wasn't meant to be. And it says puzzling, all tied up. So you're puzzled about something and you're all tied up. And you're in a conundrum, unraveled, tangled, hassles, and problems. See, and when you're with somebody that it's not going to work out, you're always going to have these things. You're always going to feel unraveled. You're always going to feel tangled up and with hassles and problems. So be, be careful, and try to do the best that you can to look out for yourself, sometimes when the devil puts something bad to happen into your life, God will always, always, always turn it for your good. What the evil means, what the devil means for your harm, God will turn it around for your good. So if something that, bad happens, that hurts you and breaks your heart, just remember, God will always find a way to make it to be to where it turns out for your good, for the betterment of you. At first it hurts, at first it's hard, but then you realize that it was something you had to go through to then come out better, meet someone better, have someone better in your life that really does have your best interest at heart and not wants to play and doesn't want to play with your heart and hurt you and so forth and so on. Like put you through hassles, bring problems to your life, make you feel all in a conundrum. So it says fox, self-interest, stealth, deceit, trap. Be careful, it might be a trap. Or we might be self-deceiving ourselves, which is very common. Or somebody has their own self-interest. They don't have you into consideration at all. They just want whatever they want, and you've got to be careful with those type of people, because if they're out just to hurt you, you're the only one that's going to get hurt. So you've got to overcome it, guys. And it says a redhead, maybe somebody who's got red hair is the person who's doing this to you at the moment. The person is cunning, sly, crafty, sharp, sleight of hand, and you feel that something is just not right. You can feel it. You can't see it and you don't know it, but you can feel it. And sometimes that's all we have, guys, to go on. To what's that word? To go by. You know what I mean? That's the only thing you have, is that something you feel isn't right. So, and we have here Mercury, messengers of the gods. Communication, ideas, talkative, expression, thoughts, manifester, resourceful, curious, electronics, conduit, inspired, action, quick, and the magician. So you've got all the tools you need, guys, my collective, to manifest what you need and what you want for the betterment of you and your family, your children, everybody. Yes, it hurts for a little while to let go of things that you're used to having around, but sometimes it's for the best. And I hope this is resonating with somebody. I hope so, that you can know that you do have the power and all the tools to manifest whatever is best for you in your life and for your children and for everybody that's involved in your life. So, thank you guys for listening. It's been 35 minutes. I don't want to make it any longer. I'll try to put out another reading. And I know I say that all the time, and then I don't, but hopefully tonight I will. Let's see. So, thank you guys for listening. God is opening doors for you daily. And I wish you health, happiness, and abundance. Lots and lots of peace with your decisions, with whatever's going on in your life right now. Take care. I love you guys. Thank y'all for viewing my readings. And if you like the reading, please give me a thumbs up. That way I can, my readings reach out to more people. And peace, love, and light, guys, to all of you guys. Take care. And I'll see y'all on my next reading. I hope y'all enjoyed the reading. And I'll see y'all on the next reading. Bye-bye.